So the idea was to give people workouts for all different levels and make them understand that eating clean food isn't that difficult. So you just need to kind of give them the outline. Even in terms of our nutrition, we just give them basically do's and don'ts that they need to follow. And as long as they follow those do's and don'ts, we don't really monitor how much or what the portions they've eaten are. It's just about kind of eating clean as much as possible and exercising every day. I think you need to change your mindset first. Stop looking for weight loss. Weight loss will happen if you are consistent, if you work hard enough, and you eat correctly. If you constantly aim for just losing weight, it becomes a little more complicated. You watch that scale every day. It starts playing on your mind, and that actually affects your weight loss because you're constantly stressed. And whether we like to believe it or not, the mind just does play a very, very important role. Another very important thing people need to understand as far as weight loss is concerned is that they need to sleep well. The one thing I try to do is I try and eat before I go. So when I go out, I'm not as hungry as I would be. I'm not as ravenous, so I won't go and eat the entire menu. I look for options. I go through the menu decently well. I run through the food that's there. I look for food I know and I understand. If the ingredients are too fancy or the name's really fancy, I'll ask the waiter what it is, and I'll generally tend to avoid that. I'll go with stuff that's tried and tested, something that we've had in the past, something simple. A grilled chicken or a grilled fish with vegetables is something you get at any restaurant in the world. Pure hard work. I've seen them work. Both girls work really, really hard. They're very good with their food. I barely see them skip workouts even after a really long day of shoot. So I know people kind of think that they're gifted with these bodies and the computer graphics do their work. It's not actually true. They work really hard behind the scenes. They work out regularly and they eat as well as they possibly can. So hats off to them. They're the ones working hard. I've been dealing with this for 2 years, actually more than 2 years now. Women, and I'd love to touch upon this, and I talk to the women who come to camp and who I train pretty often. You do not become bulky by lifting weights. Cardio is not the answer to everything. Running 5 kilometers or 10 kilometers a day is not going to make you thin. And try working on being strong, not skinny. Women don't have the adequate level of testosterone required to become bulky. So unless you've been working out for 30 years and stuffing yourself with supplements all over the place, you're not going to get bulky. You'll get a bit of a water pump when you lift some weight, but that goes the next day with some amount of cardio and with careful eating. So you should be fine. So women, please lift. Please feel free to lift and don't worry about becoming bulky and looking like men. Don't go overboard. Control your mind. It's mind over matter most times. Definitely a no. I like the one I have. I think people need to start enjoying what they have and what they've been gifted with. We spend our entire life wanting to look like someone else. It's not going to happen. Don't buy what you see on the camera. There's a lot of things that go behind it. Love your body. You've been gifted one. It's going to be with you for life. So take care of it. And yeah, my body is the one I want to be like. Amazing. I have quite a few, but most of my goals and most people's goals over 2020 should be based more around things they can do or things they thought they couldn't do and now they can do, as opposed to just losing weight or that fat percentage number. Just enjoy working out, try and stay regular with it, and stay consistent, and you'll see the results you want to see.